may require the use of turbo boost to clear that wall.
Well, happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays to everybody. And what? It's almost 8 o'clock in the evening on this 24th of December, 2025. I'm JP, and my friends call me Jeeps. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel, where this evening I'm going to be playing some Le Mans Ultimate online racing. So unfortunately, they got Bahrain in the rain on the menu in 3 minutes. And from there, we'll see what we can do next. Hopefully something a little bit more interesting. Okay. Another 2 minutes and 45 seconds to wait until we can join the event. I'm going to take it easy this evening. So how are you guys enjoying the holidays so far? Kids out of school, screaming for their Christmas gifts. And, well, some people like me don't have much to do, so I'm going to enjoy some gaming here. Except for Bahrain in the rain. I think I'm going to concentrate on my safety ranking for the most part. Not the most exciting thing to do, but racing in the rain, I'm not a good weather racer, I would say. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to keep my car within the the track lines. But then hopefully we can join another race, some hypercars, which I tried out for the first time earlier today, this afternoon. And not great results, but it's a learning experience. It's definitely different. And yeah, it was more fun than Bahrain in the rain. Let's just say that. Even though I'm really not racing for a podium, just the speed of the cars is crazy. The tricky part is learning to brake, which I'm still trying to wrap my head around. Hopefully it did not give me too many bad habits, because this is going to be like the complete opposite. This is going to be a snail pace compared to the prototype cars. So, another 30 seconds. It wouldn't be that bad if, races were starting like 15 minutes apart. That would be ideal. That way you have a kind of a break in between the races. Also some more, change of track, change of scenery. The way that they got it set it up here, it's pretty much the same thing for a week. And, if you have to get up to go to the bathroom after a race, you come back, you might have to wait 45 minutes before the next race. So, I get it. Servers are expensive to rent. I get it. Okay. So loading the map, then loading into the server. All this to just do laps around the track in the rain. Maybe I should go back and just play against some AI. The races would be more interesting. That's just my opinion. Let me know yours. And don't be afraid to say hello and just wish everybody some happy holidays and spread the joy. Hopefully you guys are with your loved ones and surrounded by friends and all that kind of good stuff. And I know it could be hard for some people when you're all alone. Okay, practice. There's still some time left there. So, okay, go to 85. Let's bring it down to 10 laps, even maybe a little bit less. That to the max. That, and let's keep it there, but let's put on some wet tires. That's going to be important. Do not forget the wet tires. Okay, so another 20 seconds. It's a lot of weight, and more weight. Okay, some people here are back from a ban. But for the most part.
That's the end of the session. Yay!
And yay, I'm supposed to finish 20th. Meaning, I don't really need to try all that hard to qualify. I can just start from the last, and as long as I finish better than 20, everything's good and sunny. I hate it when they put me in a race where they expect me to finish on the podium. I kind of feel the pressure, but it depends so much on people not running into me, which there's a lot of that lately. Okay. Let's see how this goes.
Pit exit's clear. Okay, champ. We've got 4 minutes to set a lap.
Yeah, well, like I
We need to
said.
get some head into these brakes.
Car left, clear left, on your left. Clear left, on your right, clear right.
Ooh, that's slippery. So even though they got like private tracks for the qualifying, the telemetry is still synced up. That's why you're hearing the crew chief telling me car on the right, car on the left. So crew chief keeps track of the multiverses, if you want to put it that way.
On your left, clear left. Left side. Left side, you're on the right, 3 wide. Clear left.
Yep, crew chief is seeing ghosts. Which I find is okay. It's funny. In the rain, I have to downshift all the way down to first to be able to turn this car. Not a fan of that.
Her team.
Car right, clear right.
Okay, so this is the actual hot lap, which I'm not
2 minutes to go.
really
2 minutes.
working myself here to qualify quickly. But for the most part, seems like most of the racers here are trusted racers. So if we just have ourselves a clean race, I'll be very happy with that. But there's definitely people a lot faster than I am in the rain. And even this track, this is, I think, my least favorite track.
The leader has just done a 2:14.0. That's the end of the session. 15.
That time was a 2:26.39.
Okay, so provisional. Yeah, provisional. Like I said, it's going to... Ooh, these guys are scaring me on their slicks. Hopefully they'll remember to put on some wet tires. We can only hope so. Okay, so seems like I'll be starting from 14th. Kind of scared, but we'll see how this plays out. So one or two people to finish their laps here. Ooh, a couple more, but they're already ahead of me, so. Having said that, ooh, there's somebody pretty fast in a Ferrari. I definitely would like to see how they go about doing that. Look at him all the way up here. Jackie Jacuzzi. A 2:13. And 13 seconds.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Okay, let's put on some new tires. And fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Here goes the race.
formation lap has started.
What erratic driving? How am I erratically driving?
Green flag, green flag.
Car right, 3 wide, you're on the left. Clear right, on your right. Clear right. Right side, clear right.
P20 is now on wet. Yellow flag. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag, Sector 1. Green flag, Sector 2nd.
Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
Yellow flag in Sector 3. Even P3's binned IT. Okay, champ, it's starting to drizzle.
9:2:36.99.
leader has just done a 2:13. Mile 3.
Gesundheit.
Lap 2, 21.52.
15 minutes left.
I can already see that I'm slower than everybody else. So there's definitely something, a trick or something that I'm not getting.
P19.
Or maybe I'm really just being overly cautious. It's so easy to lose the rear here.
Right side. Clear right.
Sector 3 is clear. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Looks like P3's on off.
That time was a
Okay, check. Green flag,
2:23.21.
Sector 1, 18.
Car right. Clear right.
Yellow flag in Sector 1. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag, Sector 1. Sector 2 is clear. Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, buddy.
I'm trying to keep my
Green
wits.
flag, Sector 6 in town. It looks like it stopped raining. The gap to 17th place. Ahead is increasing. It's now 1.6 seconds.
Time 2:23.33.
Okay, champ. Half distance. 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag, Sector 6. The gap to 17 in front is now 2.2 seconds. Sector 2 is yellow. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Green flag, Sector 3.
That time was
Green
a
flag, Sector 6. We're halfway home. Fuel looks okay.
2:19.49.
Maintain. Your last lap time was up. 2:19.49. Sector 2 is yellow. Yellow flag, Sector 1. Green flag, Sector 2. Green flag, Sector 1. Okay, champ,
Oh,
you've used
boy.
half your fuel. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, buddy. Green flag, Sector 2. Looks like P2's gone off. We've just cut the track. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Green flag, Sector 3. The gap to
Time
CNT behind is now 1.7
2:18.97.
seconds. The airline man. Okay, champ. You're reeling. 15th place in. The gap is now 1.8 seconds. Five minutes remaining. 5 minutes left. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Looks like 6 has binned it. Green flag, Sector 3.
Right side.
Yellow flag.
Clear right.
Sector 1 is yellow. Yellow flag. The gap to
That time was a
ahead is increasing. It's now 3.9
2:23.38.
seconds. 17th place. Green flag Sector 2. We think 5 has gone off. You need to push if we're gonna hold this position. Green flag Sector 3. Two minutes to go. 2 minutes.
I hate racing in the rain.
Green flag Sector 1.
That time was a 2:19.32.
Yellow flag. Green flag Sector 1.
.369 Dark Knight says, I am really disappointed in the fact that LMU would pick this track with this weather.
Hey, Dark Knight. happy holidays and Merry Christmas, even if we are full couple of hours in advance.
Sector 2 is yellow.
Yeah, I really hate
Green
it
flag
too.
sector taken.
That's kind of why I decided to try out the prototype cars. Which is crazy, it's way too fast for me, but I mean, I'm having more fun than racing in this kind of weather, you know. Ooh, that Mustang is coming back in my rear here. Need to be careful. Dang, he's coming in fast. I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to push it before the finish line.
369 Dark Knight says, Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you also.
And it's also my birthday in a couple of hours. I'm gonna be ancient. But that's okay. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Make a mistake. Oh, he doesn't make a mistake. Oh man, that Mustang is gonna dive bomb here at the end. Yeah, he did come in too fast.
15th place. Okay, it's over. Ah, bad luck, champ. Okay, pit stop requested.
There we go. Ooh-wee. Okay. So how have you been today? I was hoping you would get on this afternoon so we could do a hosted race, but so be it.
369 Dark Knight says, I saw you stepped into the hypers earlier. You're a brave man.
Well, it's more fun than racing in this rain crappy weather kind of a stuff, and you weren't there to do a hosted race. So I'm like, you know what? Let's try to have some
369
fun.
Dark Knight says, and a happy birthday to you as well.
Okay, I don't care about losing driver rank, but I am gaining some safety, so that's a good thing. I was expected to finish 20th, and somehow I lose driver rank. Okay, whatever. It's not the hypercars. The LMP2 and LMP3 are prototypes. Not the same as the hypercars. I think the hypercars are even crazier and faster. And hopefully I could do it again. There we go, 9 minutes. Because this is more fun than racing in the rain. So you like my livery? That looks like every other livery of all my other cars. Pretty basic, but it works. Yeah, the prototypes are a little bit slower, I think. But again, it's fixed, so I can't really change any settings. Not that I would know what to change on a prototype car. But yeah, woke up this morning,
369
did
Dark
a...
Knight says, they have nice grip because of the downforce. Livery is nice though. Especially the front.
Yeah, the downforce makes a big difference. Like, they really hold in the corners so you can really throw it. But yeah, my issue is the braking. Which reminds me, let's change that. Yay! I like the force feedback software where you can actually have curves. I wish we could do it for the steering wheel as well, but it's okay. I'm not gonna complain too much. Yeah, the downforce is crazy. The braking is as soon as you flat spot your tires, it's like these cars have no suspension. So every bump and everything is exaggerated through the force feedback. It's crazy annoying. So you really don't want to slide and create flat spots on your tires. It's not my cup of tea, but it's more fun than Bahrain in the rain. I haven't tried the Mustangs. Maybe I'd have fun, but I feel like I'm sitting too low in the Mustang and I can't see the track. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow morning I'll wake up and do a livery for the Mustang and try that out as well. We'll see how I feel about it. Hopefully tomorrow I can race and not be distracted by all the text messages. Not that there'll be a lot, because most people do forget. Oh.
369 Dark Knight says, the breaking point is so much different. I would rather try the Mustang than a race in more rain.
Yeah, I agree with that. But how could I say? I opened up the template, livery template, and it's very straightforward. Like the Mustang will take me 2 hours to do a livery on it, and that's just throwing it quickly. Whereas the livery on this high prototype car took me like what, an half an hour, 45 minutes. It's very straightforward. You don't have to look for where this piece goes and where's that piece goes and try to find this piece and that piece and try to get the lines to line up and all that kind of stuff. It was very easy. The braking, I mean, how could I say? I kinda like it. I know it's kind of weird to say, but all my life I've been against ABS because when I was young, well, now that I'm old, I don't care. ABS is a good thing. But when I was younger, you could stop your car faster without ABS than with ABS. You just had to know how to brake. And how could I say, I'm also here in winter Canada, where if you jam the brakes, even if you have ABS, guess what? Your brakes are still going to lock up, and that fraction of a second that it does lock up, you start sliding in the snow. And since our cars are not balanced like race cars, if you're heavy in the rear and you lose the rear, sayonara. You're going into the snowbanks, or the ditch, or the Christmas tree, or whatever. Hopefully you don't hit any oncoming traffic. But, you know, so too many people think that ABS will resolve anything and just jam the brakes all seasons, all weather. And they don't bother to learn how to brake. So from that point of view, I kind of like the braking in this the prototype category. What I hate is that when you do lock up, that's pretty much the end of it. You really feel like you're driving a Flintstones car. And when you break something, it
369
is...
Dark Knight says, "Are you speaking about the Mustang livery? I looked at it and couldn't figure out anything. I took a look at it. Are you from Canada? Were you born there?"
Oh yeah, I was born in Quebec City, moved 20-some times in my life, mostly around Montreal. So from the French part of Canada. Then 4 years ago, I moved right on the state lines with the state of Maine. And 3 weeks ago, I moved here, which is an hour north of that. So. I have not looked at the livery for the Mustang. I just know that the GT3 cars are a little bit more complicated than that prototype car. Basically, you open up the file for the prototype car and the parts are as is, pretty much. Look at it from the side of the car, from the top of the car, that's where all your parts are.
369 Dark Knight says, "Wow, interesting. Do you speak French?"
Yes, I do. I've spoken French all my life because studied in French, all my friends were French. But I'm half Italian, so yeah. As a kid, I used to know Italian, but then lost that. But yeah, we also spoke English, so... Okay, time to join the event. But yes, French-English 50-50. You can't go anywhere here to a store or anything and get away with it by speaking English. You definitely have to
369
speak
Dark Knight
French.
says, "That's pretty cool."
Yeah, so the prototype livery was very easy. The cars, you kind of have to look for the parts all over the place. They're not straightforward. And when you're trying to do lines on your car like I do, trying to line them up becomes a hassle. So just lining up, you put the colors on, it takes a half an hour. And trying to get all the lines to match up and find the parts takes you another 2.5 hours. What? Are we just 4 racing? That can't be. Wow, nobody's racing on Christmas? Okay, so I might actually have a fight for a podium here.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
If we're just 4... Man, you could have gotten yourself into this race, but you don't race in the evening. It's all good. But man, we could have been fighting for a podium. Which we all know I'm going to finish last anyways, just because I don't want to get into any scrapes. Yeah, I didn't even have a look at the Mustang, but, you know, I did the Ferrari, I did the BMW. You know, there's certain parts that you start looking and changing color to see what panel is which. And, you know, I kind of have patience and I kind of don't. Like, I don't mind learning how to do stuff, but then when
The
it
track
comes to
temperature is
doing
decreasing. It's
it,
now 41
as long as
Celsius.
it's okay, I'm okay with it. It's not like I'm getting paid. Bandai's not giving me any money to do this. Would be nice if they would. But they don't. I just like orange colors. And I don't want to be a McLaren and paint the whole car orange. And I explained the Bandai that makes my little model kits here behind me, so it kind of works for me. Not necessarily for everybody, but okay. Let's try this. This is gonna be crazy.
$369 Dark Knight says, I got as far as trying to use the lasso tool but got impatient and quit. But I will try it again.
Yeah, well, there's kind of like, I don't know how GIMP works, but there's like several kinds of lasso tools. There's one where you kind of click and drag everywhere where you want to go, and then there's another one where you can just put dots and it connects the dots. But you also have the magic wand. If you just want to put colors on the car and you're not trying to do lines like I do,
Take it easy.
you know, you can get away with using the magic wand and using the I forget now. There's a layer there where you can just click on the parts that you want. You know, I didn't go into detail explaining all the layers, but most of them are pretty self-explained. Like what the wire does, it puts the wire model on the model so you can follow the lines. Oh shoot. Do not want to any flat spots on the tires. That's my main beef. Just trying to brake without having any lockup. Like, I drive really slow for a prototype car, but I drive really fast for a GT3 car. It's like a good balance in between. Okay, time to do a hot lap here.
P2.
Also, every time I go to another car, my rev
Okay,
lights
champ.
are
5
not
minutes to go.
matching
5
up.
minutes left.
So I get the warning to shift lights before the one in the actual dash here. The colors don't match up. I can't believe we're just 4 racing. I'm guessing that's either telling you how many parents or how many kids are playing. Because now they've all gone to the Christmas tree to open up the
The
gifts.
leader has just done a 144.3.
Wow, that's pretty fast. I won't be able to do 140s. He's a lot faster than I am.
Time
That was a
150.67.
150.7.
Ooh. Flat spotting.
Mind these track limits, please, champ.
I'm a lot better than the first time though. The way that I used to just lock up the brakes was crazy. A lot of that has to do with the curve that I put on the brake pedal. I think it only goes up to 75% instead of 100.
The leader has just done a 142.9.
Dang, 142, he's getting faster.
Your front brakes are getting pretty hot. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
That time was a 148.13.
So I'm barely cutting half a second off my time. I don't see how I'm gonna cut like 7 or 8 seconds.
The leader has just done a 141.6.
Oh man, he's just going faster to rub it in. And you definitely don't want to brake while turning. You can sometimes get away with it in GT3 cars, but
Lap 1:45.55.
That's the end of the session. P2N.
Yeah, that's the best that I could do, and that was very stressful for me. Yeah, so you can use the magic wand when you just want to select pieces or find pieces and try out colors.
369 Dark Knight says, "You're up there also with that 145.
Yeah, but we're only 2 qualifying, so yeah, given that it's my 3rd race, I would say that's okay. Hey, they are expecting me to finish first. How crazy is that, though? It's like the first time.
369 Dark Knight says, "This will be a 2-pony race."
I don't
Teams
think
and
so.
drivers go to the grid for a race start.
This guy has a lot of accidents, so he might just crash into me at the first corner, and then that would be it. And strangely enough, they might be people that don't bother to qualify, but they're very quick and fast racers. And why am I the only one on the track? Okay, no, he's decided to come in.
Formation lap has started.
Oh shit, did not want to skid the tires here. So it's just gonna be me and him. Wow. Whoa. Dude, don't do that. I got no brakes. Ooh, how am I out of line? Might be my first podium if I can make it to the end.
Green flag, green flag.
Really? I know he's a lot faster than I am, so I'm not even gonna try. But if he crashes out and takes a lot of damage, then maybe I could actually win this.
Hone. Ahead is increasing. It's now 1.2 seconds.
Oh, flat spots. Yeah, this is the first lap. I'm driving like we're already racing.
Time 1:56.56.
That's
The two
20
other ones
minutes
are
now.
still in the pits. Okay, so it is just us two that are racing.
The gap in front is now
Okay,
2.0.
I'm starting to wonder if the two other ones are bots that the developers put there so that at least people get to race if they're two people. This kind of feels like a hosted race. It was just two people racing. I'm not gonna complain. It's gonna be my first podium race. Everybody's busy with Santa. Well, then it would show that...
369 Dark Knight says. But the AI should come on track though.
Well, the way I see it is that people would know that they are AI. Just because of the way that they drive.
The gap to home then. Ahead is increasing. It's now 6.8. The leader has just done a 1:43.48.
Lap 1:48.91.
I got some really bad flat spots already on my tires. At high speeds, the car is almost uncontrollable. I should probably stop in the pits and change my tires. I probably would not lose my position.
Your tires are cold. Watch out.
Well, I guess in a way I gotta keep the pressure on him. As if he does crash out trying to go fast, I might actually win. And he's probably happy because this might be the first race that he wins.
The gap to hone ahead is increasing. It's now 11 seconds.
Oh yeah, he's pouring it on now. 11 seconds.
Lap
That last lap was a
1:49.06.
1:49.1. Yellow flag, sector 1. Looks like the leader's gone off.
Really?
Green flag, sector 1.
Is he doing that on purpose? Was he just waiting for me at that first corner?
The gap to hone ahead is now 3.3. Okay, champ. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Like, I feel maybe I should be pushing it so much more.
Time
That's your best lap in the session.
1:45.79.
But I don't want to do any crazy tests now. Because if I break my car and I'm not able to make it to the pits to fix it, then I'll end up losing my podium finish.
Gap to Hone. Ahead is increasing. It's now 6.0.
On one hand, I'll be really happy for it, and on the other hand, it's kind of like cheating since we're only 4 in the race. And out of the 4, there are 2 that are not even racing.
That time was a 1:48.44.
This might just be the craziest race I've ever done online. Even on Christmas and other games, I've always seen people online. I've never seen a server so dead.
369 Dark Knight says, "Hey, we don't ask how the hot dogs are made. LOL."
Darn it. Don't ask how the hot
You cut
dogs
the
are
track.
made.
Keep it nice and tidy. Please, champ.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a cut track warning now, unfortunately. My bad. Don't care.
The gap to Hone. Ahead is increasing. It's
Oh,
now
got a
12
warning
seconds.
there. Man, it feels like driving a car from the Flintstones. It's so bumpy.
Lap 1:48.78.
We're at the halfway point. Okay, champ. 10 minutes ago. That's 10 minutes left.
These
Gap ahead is
cars
now
are
15
crazy.
seconds.
Crazy, stupid fast.
Lap
Halfway home.
146.
25 years ago, I would have thought this would be cool. Now I'm just like, man, this is too fast. Nobody should be driving at these speeds. Ooh. Ran out of a little bit of braking there. I know I'm running out of braking because my pedal only goes to 75%. If I was in a situation where I would want them to first, on purpose, lock them up, I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Gapto. Column A. Ahead is now 14 seconds.
Incredible how they
Time
stay.
146.95.
Maybe I should just be braking before the curve, and instead of accelerating when I get out of it, I should actually accelerate during the curve. I don't know. I'm afraid it would spin out. Feels like the traction control in this car is so crazy that yeah, I'm giving it more gas already during the curve. So you brake here, and then as soon as you slow down, you start accelerating already, and it just holds. Yeah, you're getting.
369 Dark Knight says, you might get away with it.
Yeah, getting away with it. Yeah, I'm starting to give it gas a little bit earlier
Gapto.
than what
Whoa.
feels
Ahead
natural.
is now
And
13 seconds. That last lap was a
it doesn't feel
1:44.7.
natural,
Good
but
lap.
that's how I
your
got
best
my
position.
144. So maybe if I knew where to brake, full on brake, and knew when to accelerate, I could get it down, but man, it's... I mean, I'm not even racing against anybody, and it's super stressful.
That's That's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here. Come on, champ.
I'm just gonna stay slow and stay in my habits. I don't want to pick up too many bad habits. If you floor a GT3 in a curve or corner there, you're gonna lose that rear. Still one of the closest race I am having with the leader. Only 15 seconds separates us.
The gap toe. Home. In front is now 15 seconds.
I mean, most races I do, I'm like a minute plus something off the leaders, you know. Ooh, definitely don't want to lock up. The car is staying glued to the pavement. That's super crazy. It defies the
Leader has
physics.
just done a 142.9.
Lap 144.58.
Am I going to have enough gas to go the entire race? In all my other races, I was one lap down from the
That's
leader.
2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
So you actually finish your race a lap down. Like if the leader does 13 laps, well then I only do 12, so I don't need as much fuel.
The leader is pitting now. The car ahead's pitting now.
Why is he pitting? Are we running out of gas?
Lap
Okay, champ. One more go. Keep it
144.72.
together. We'll be on the podium. That lap was a 144.7.
Why did he pit? Okay, I'm starting to think that maybe these are the developers and they're just playing around with me. Like they're giving me some sort of Christmas birthday gift kind of a thing. Like, I know I'm not supposed to wonder where the hot dog comes from, but this is kind of weird.
.369 Dark Knight says. He must have ran out of gas. .369 Dark Knight says. Or you're dreaming.
Oh, low fuel.
You won. Fantastic drive. Okay, hit. Stop requested.
I won. That made no sense. But see, the 33 seconds is not even changing. It's like he's still in the pits or something. Bubba, wait. Oh, he just went by there. Okay.
.369 Dark Knight says. Nice.
Yeah, I am dreaming. So his fastest lap was a 142. I did 144, so. He's still better than I am, but I still think that we were kind of still close. How did Bubba win this? Okay, why is there no safety, nothing? Like, nothing changed because there wasn't enough racers? Really? Okay, that was weird. That was so weird. Okay, I deserve to celebrate my win. That's my birthday gift. Hey, Dark Knight, guess what? In my third prototype race, I came in first place.
.369 Dark Knight says. Wow. I never saw that before.
Okay, let's say you hadn't seen the race. And you get online tomorrow
Justin
and you're
Slim
like,
Friesen says. FYI. For a race to be considered official in LMU, there needs to be at least 5 cars in your class. So, unfortunately, no stats will be tracked for this race. Probably why those other guys left.
okay, that makes sense. Well, thank you, Justin. So, let's just say that tomorrow, you come into the stream and you're asking me how did it go last night. And I were to tell you that in my third prototype race, I came in first. Would you believe it? I think you would be asking for receipts. But hey, you know what? Even if it doesn't count, I don't care. It's still a nice Christmas gift and a birthday gift. It's kind of weird then that they kind of decided to start a race when you don't have 5 players, though.
.369 Dark Knight says. I think you found your new calling.
No, definitely not. I mean, you know, I've only driven, well, I didn't even try the LMP, I just tried the hypercar. And yeah, I got flat spots, and as soon as you get flat spots on your tires, it really wrecks the driving experience. It shakes, rattle, and rolls so much, it just wants to make you vomit. And I really hated it. So I was like, never again. But I really hate Bahrain in the rain so much that I woke up this morning and I'm like, I'd rather do this than Bahrain in the rain. The other thing is that I kind of want to try this one, but it's an hour long. It's just too long for me. I don't know. Should I try the Mustang, but I don't have a livery for it? But should I try the Mustang? I've only driven a Mustang once, and I didn't like it, and I preferred the BMW. I used to hate it.
369 Dark Knight says, sure. Do you like Sebring?
I used to hate it, then I kind of got used to it. It's a very bumpy track. So for force feedback lovers, I guess they love that track. For myself, I like a track like Monza where you actually get to go fast, but that the surface isn't perfect, that you feel every bump in the road. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I feel like I'm racing more in prototype. If I go to Mustang here, since I never driven a Mustang and I'm not really used to driving races on Sebring online, I'll just hang back and hopefully do some safety laps. Okay, do I want to go with yellow or black? I don't know. People will see me in yellow. Hopefully they'll be able to avoid me. I'll try it. I'll try anything once. This will help me decide tomorrow morning if I'm actually going to bother doing a livery for this car or not. But tomorrow's Christmas, you know. I'll wake up late, go and enjoy we're supposed to have a lot of snow tomorrow. Between half a foot and a foot of snow tomorrow. So maybe I'll just hang outside with the cats for more than 10-15 minutes.
Justin Slim Friesen says, also any racing with right-hand turns aren't as popular with North Americans. Especially anything faster than GT3s. So once the Europeans go to bed, the lobbies start to suffer for numbers.
Right-hand turns because you're trying to compare it to NASCAR. That's not true. We used to have Formula Atlantic, and F1 does come to North America. But you're right. Maybe the prototypes and the LMPs are not favorites of the Americans. So, but I just figured, I just hashed it down to it being Christmas and Daddy and the kids are all around the Christmas tree opening gifts.
369 Dark Knight says, wow, that's a lot of snow. And I like snow, but that's a little much.
Yeah, by the end of the winter, we'll have 4 feet of snow. So it becomes very restrictive where you can actually go for walks. Because it's not like, oh, there's a park there. We're gonna go and enjoy the park. Yeah, no, nobody's gonna go and walk in 4 feet of snow, right? So basically, you can just walk where people have been shoveling and snow plowing and walking throughout the winter. Otherwise, there's no trails and nobody walks in 4 feet of snow. But yeah, I might just go and hang out with the cats longer than 10, 15 minutes because it has been cold so far this year, and my cats uh, kind of want to go outside often, but they just want to go outside for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. They would like to stay longer, but then you start seeing their paws are starting to freeze up and they want to come in. So, but when it's snowing, it's always around the freezing point, so it's better for them. So I might enjoy a good hour with them tomorrow before starting to race because I got nothing else to do. Yeah, and doing liveries kind of feels like work. It's not really like I'm putting my own personal artistic thing. It's not like I am designing something for myself. Well, it is, but I'm just taking the Bandai livery and putting it on all my cars because I kind of am okay with the patterns. But if I were to do something for myself, I'd probably go Gundam inspired something. Maybe orange and red. Maybe put flames, like hot rod flames on the car. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I would do, but doing something really personalized that I would like to do. I don't know.
369 Dark Knight says, is there a certain type of picture that I need to look for if I want to put it in a livery?
Well, if you're talking about your sponsors, yeah, you want to look for a JPEG or a PNG formats. Unfortunately, for the past couple of years now, when you look for images and you right click and save as, a lot of those pictures will be saved as a web or WEP, W-E-P, I think. And Photoshop doesn't know what to do with those, so I have to open them up in a program like Paint, and then I can save them as a JPEG or a PNG, and then I could import that into my as a sponsor picture. Then you resize it and you put it where you want. The other thing is that if the logo isn't square, let's say, I don't know, you go with a Ford where it's like oval, but the picture saves it as a square. And then you have like white in the background. You can use your magic wand, click the white, and then click delete to remove it, so that you only get the logo. So some sponsors might be tricky like that. You know, when you're trying to do transparency and that kind of thing.
$369 Dark Knight says. Got it. Thank you.
Well, my Photoshop license is a very old one. I'm not gonna update my software and buy new licenses. So my Photoshop is probably from 15 years ago now, by now, or at least 10. So maybe, you know, if you have, maybe GIMP can use the web files directly. Maybe the new updated Photoshop can do it. But my version from 10 years ago doesn't know what to do with those, so I have to open them up in Paint, save them, and move my files around and use them. But also, like I said, you know, if it's too much, I know, like, maybe you're like myself and you like doing things yourself and learning how to do them. So maybe I need to go more into detail when I was actually streaming how to do it. But there's very good tutorials already, you know, on YouTube to do that. But maybe I could go and more into detail. And the thing is that I don't use GIMP, so you know, I can talk about equivalents, but it doesn't show you exactly where you need to click and exactly where you need to drag and sub menus and all that kind of stuff. But if it's too much of a hassle, you know, you can just go into Discord, upload the pictures in the pictures section, and I'll see what I can do. But not tomorrow. Let's let's keep Christmas for a Christmassy thing. That's what I should do, you know what? I should put a Santa Claus on my car, opening up a bottle of Coca-Cola, and Coca-Cola could be the sponsor.
369 Dark Knight says. I found a few YT videos and GIMP is different in the process.
Well, I found, well, yeah, some of the transformation things are different. They go about doing it differently, but like you were talking about the lasso tool earlier, see, there's a lasso tool. And then you look at the bottom and you see all the different layers. So there's a lot of things that are similar, but the way that you go about using the tools might be different, you know? That's the thing. Where I can't really help you out because I don't use GIMP. But the layers are the same thing. You're looking for a JPEG or a PNG. The layers that you work on or you create are pretty much the same thing in the same areas. The way you go about creating folders and layers, and that's all the same process, is just that you're clicking in different areas and doing different things to achieve the same results. And I also use like shortcut keys. So when I want to transform something, I do Control T. And then I can right click on it, and then it gives me a menu to either rotate it or flip it horizontally or flip it vertically. So you don't see me doing the Control T to transform the thing that I'm doing. You might be just watching the screen and seeing me right click on something and it pops up a menu. And how did he do that? Yeah, well, I didn't mention that I'm doing Control T. I'm just saying, okay, transform. Otherwise, I'd probably have to go into the menu, click edit. And in the pull down menu, there would be something written like transform. And okay, this is taking a while. I'm going to set up another smoke screen. But yeah, I don't mind doing stuff either for other people. I did it a lot. Like 25 years ago, my first online game was like Red Baron 3D. And then I discovered that I could do my own skins for the airplanes, the World War II, World War I biplanes and triplanes, and do skins for that. Back then we only had 16 colors, and we can only do it in paint. But I used to do it for my unit, and I did like 30 different skins, because everybody wanted their own plane. Their own customized plane, and you know, it's something I've been doing for a long time. It's not like it's something that somebody's asking me to do, and it's going to take me 3 weeks working on it 8 hours a day to do something. That I would be asking money for it. That's something that takes an hour or two out of my day. You know, I'm happy to do it. And heck, you know, I'll even stream it, and then, you know, if I get another subscriber or two and another like or two, it's worth it. It's called being a content creator.
369 Dark Knight says, I did a lot of liveries for Need for Speed, San Andreas.
Oh, okay. So you're already, okay. Yeah, you know, if you know about the transparency layers and all that stuff, then you don't have to explain so much. I was at Ubisoft for a very short amount of time, and to new people coming in, I was trying to explain to them transparency in the alpha layers. And they would just give me the middle finger, and they are like, no, well, here on my tablet, I can just click on the transparency button, and it's semi-transparent. Man, yeah, but when you're working with 3D models, and you want something to go partially invisible, you need to work with alpha layers. You know, kids, they know everything and they don't want to learn anything new. And I'm an old dog. I don't like learning new things. And in a way, it shows now, because, like, I know how to do stuff from, you know, 30 years ago. And as much as you want to show me new ways of doing things, look, what I'm doing still works, so I'm going to stick to it. Don't go confusing me with all this new stuff, then I'm looking at a screen and I don't know what to do. Having said that, I, you know, still love learning new things. Okay, Well, the race is starting now. I've registered. I've joined the event, and nothing is happening. I don't understand what's going on here. Event underway. Do I need to go back to daily races? What is going on? Okay, well, I'm clicking join the event again. It's not loading me in. Usually it would start loading the map now, and it's not doing it. Okay, well, that's a bummer. You know, $56. So I even missed the prototype now? Oh, man. I don't want to wait 11 minutes to do Bahrain in the rain. I don't want to wait half an hour to do this one. I'm kind of infuriated that I can't get into the Mustang. No, it's the event.
Shabwood says, are you able to join a practice?
I registered. I waited until it was popping up. Then all of a sudden I'm noticing that it's not doing anything.
$369 Dark Knight says, that stinks. Another thing about LMU that I don't care for.
It's the first time that it actually bugs on me like this. Although when we tried hosting, the first two host races that I did kind of bugged out on me.
Shabwood says, I can't join a race or practice either.
Yeah, I think their servers just went bonkers all of a sudden. Well, for some people, I guess. Well, no, I'm not
Justin
gonna
Slim
do...
Friesen says, yet, there are a few too many bugs.
Actually, there's not that many. Compared to a lot of games I played, it ain't so bad. My main gripe is the way that the penalties work. It's like you always get, 90% of the time you get hit by a car behind you that either failed to brake or is just doing a cannonball run. So why are you getting a penalty? They should always give the penalty to whoever's behind crashing and whoever's in front. It's not complicated. It doesn't require a bunch of net code. It's not gonna slow down the servers or nothing. It's just a better way of doing things, and they don't want to do that. Then the other thing that bothers me is that it's the same map rotation for a week. So like my friend Dark Knight that doesn't like to play in the rain, well, he's not going to be online much this week. And it's the holidays. Like, if anybody has a lot of time on their hands to be playing the game, now would be it. Give us Fuji and give us some sunshine so people can go fast and have fun during the holidays. But I'd rather that they would rotate the map throughout the day. 3 races on one map, 3 races on another map. And even during those 3 races, you can have one in the rain, one in the sun, one in the snow. Who cares? One at night, one during the day. Then you go on to another 3 maps and you rotate it and, you know, and also have just 15 minutes in between races. These are not bugs, these are just critiques. I haven't come across many bugs like the one I just got here. And the 2 first wasted hosted races. When you host a race, you gotta refresh the same page over and over again until you start hosting your thing. If you click the back button and try to reselect something else, you just lost the money that you put in to host your race. You know, that's a really bad bug. But yeah, okay, so I guess my racing evening is over. Because I'm not going to do Bahrain in the rain. I don't mind doing it, you know, when you get online and you want to get into a race and you want to warm up. Okay, I'll do it once. But then I don't want to wait I got to wait 20 minutes for this. Then it's 2 minutes to get the join button. Then it's another 2 minutes to load into the server. Then you got to wait until the practice runs out to do your qualifying. Then, you know, it'll be another 30, 40 minutes before I actually get to a race. And my cat is as impatient as I am now currently. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but he's jumping all over the place. He wants to go for his evening stroll. Oh, not the way that I was hoping to finish my Christmas Eve stream here. Because I know, like, a lot of people online are like me and they don't have anything or anybody or they're loners. And yeah, I'm still working on my safety ranking, which is super hard because in bronze, everybody enjoys running into me. To the point where I didn't do nothing and I'm almost banned from the game, you know? So it's still locked for me. I just unlocked the silver, when was it, yesterday? So yeah, like I said, you know, for all the loners out there, I was hoping to, you know, keep you guys entertained and stuff, but I'm not gonna wait another 40 minutes to race, though. I'm gonna start snoring and, so, okay, I think now would be a good time to just wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Have fun, folks, no matter what you're doing. Get online, hang out with people if you're all by yourself, and try to enjoy life because it really goes by so fast. And yeah, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday, it's Christmas, and I got nothing else to do. So I'm going to try to have fun. Maybe make a livery tomorrow morning, but I'm really not happy with the Mustang category. I didn't want to do it. The one time that I click on it, it doesn't let me join. But again, thank you all for watching. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe because it really helps out us little channels. And leave a comment. I can't state how much just saying stupid things or a simple hello in the comments really brings in like 10 to 100 other viewers to the videos and streams and stuff. You know, a comment is worth 10 likes. So I know it's really hard for people to leave comments, but especially when the stream is over, people are like, well, the stream's over, what's the point of commenting? But YouTube says that you're engaging with people, so it's a good thing. We'll bring you more people. So again, big thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas and see you all tomorrows. Bye for now. Ho, ho, ho.